She has volunteered with Special Olympics Hawaii in the past, but like I said, this is her first time rappelling and doing this event. She says she wants to thank her supporters and remind everybody, get involved in your community. Reach out to those in need if you can. Now, John Zimmerman over on the far right. He works for Homeworks Construction. And he says he heard about it from a friend or a coworker, which means he was talked into it. That's how that happens. Word of mouth. He said he decided to do this because it's a great cause. And let's not forget that view, by the way. I don't think any other over-the-edge event, they do these things nationwide. I don't think any other over-the-edge event in the country can touch the view that you get from this one. Waikiki Beach, Diamond Head. As you see Eva Rose coming down on the far left, she's doing that little turn. You got to turn around and check the view out as you're coming down. You can't forget to do that. Terry in the middle, John on the right, making their way down together. More people coming out on their lanai to say hello. Eva getting close to the halfway point here. And by the way, none of this would be possible without some of the great sponsors that make something like this happen. So we got to give a shout out to some of our sponsors. Of course, we got to give a big shout out to our site host here, the Hyatt Regency Waikiki Beach Resort and Spa. This is the 7th year now that we've been able to hold the event here, and the Hyatt Regency, they go above and beyond to help Special Olympics Hawaii make this happen. And actually today, the Hyatt Regency has a team of 3 employees that will be rappelling. We'll see them later on. And the Shore Restaurant, which is behind me on the pool deck, they got a special Take the Edge Off menu today featuring a North Shore garlic prawn BLT wrap and, of course, a few drink specials, which I think some of the rappellers might need afterwards. And rappellers receive 50% off those menu items. Bingo. Special Olympics Hawaii would like to thank General Manager Irby Morvant and the event sales manager Hanako Lamel for their tremendous support of this event, along with the entire Hyatt Waikiki Ohana. Can't do an event without people like them making it happen. And here we go. Eva Rose, more than halfway down now. And Bretta's out there on his lanai, throwing up the shakas. Right on. More people coming in. It really is. Can you imagine being in your hotel room in Waikiki? Oh, I'm going to go look at the beach. Oh, what is this? There's people coming down the side of the building. There they are. Again, that's Eva on the far left. That's Terry in the middle. That's John on the right. I think Eva Rose is at the point where she can hear it. Can you hear us, Eva Rose? Thumbs up? Can? No can? Can. All right. So one of the things you'll notice as they come down, there's 2 ropes. One is a safety rope that if they get going a little too fast, will kind of lock up their thing so they don't go too fast. So occasionally you'll see if they do go down too fast, they'll get stuck and they've got to kind of, for lack of a better word, schmagoogie it in order to get it free and then get going again. That'll happen from time to time. But so far, our first 3 rappellers are doing phenomenal. How's the view? Cherry. And I'm getting the vibe here from Terry and John that they're together, they're friends or something, because they are coming down exactly at the same time and staying right next to each other, almost like a comforting thing. Like, don't go too fast, stay by me. But Eva Rose got a little bit of a head start on them, so here she comes. She's down to about 4 floors left. She will be our first finisher, I guess, of the day. Although this is not a race. That is my disclaimer. It's not a race, but Eva Rose wins. And she's making her way down here. Couple more floors left. John and Terry still making their way down. Probably about 10 floors left for them. Eva Rose, you're almost done. Our first one of the day. And she's got a smile on her face. The last few, and boom, she's in the drop zone. Congratulations, Eva Rose Dwyer. She went over the edge. And, of course, she'll tell all her friends how awesome it was. And maybe next year she'll be back and some of her friends. John and Terry still making their way down. A few floors left. And you can hear the applause coming from the drop zone there as Eva Rose gets disconnected from the ropes. She'll make her way up the scaffolding stairs into that room that they have set up. Hey, there's Eva Rose. We might actually get to talk with her. Hold on. Here come John and Terry. Look at that. They've just been side by side the entire time. They haven't left each other's side all the way down. Oh, some shakas for the camera. As you can see right at the top of the scaffolding, we have a camera person there. So there's camera people up at the top that take a picture of you right before you go down as you're kind of hanging off the ledge. Bottom to help you out there. Get some more pictures. And the rappellers actually can, if they have the setup, they can do GoPros on top of their helmets so they can shoot their own footage as they go down. So Eva Rose, Terry, and John have made their way to the bottom. Congratulations, our first 3 rappellers. And remember, 96 total today, so we'll be here all day. Tip your bartenders and waitresses. All right. More applause from the scaffolding as we disconnect our first rappellers of the morning. You know, like in a singing competition or any kind of competition, a lot of times you don't want to go first. You don't want to be the first person. You kind of want to see other people do it and kind of figure out what groove you got to get in. I wonder what it's like to be the first rappellers of the morning. Hey, guys. Hey, John, Terry, Eva Rose. There's a microphone right there. Come say hi to us.
Right here?
Right there.
Yay! Hey!
What's up, John?
How's it?
How was it?
Fantastic.
Now, John, I noticed that you and Terry were side by side the entire time. You never left each other's side. So, are you really good friends? Is there a relationship? What is it?
The better half.
There it is. See? Like just the entire time. Just what made you guys decide to do this?
My boss did it 2 years ago, and my sister does a lot of work in Glendale with Special Olympics. So, great cause.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Terry, how was it for you?
That was awesome. I wanted it to last longer. We were taking our time coming down.
Oh, is that why you're like, I gotta check out
enjoy
the
it.
view. Yeah. We see some people speed through it, but sometimes you just gotta take that extra time and enjoy, yeah?
Oh, no, I just wanted to look around.
Awesome. Thanks for being our first rappellers this morning. You guys were great.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Well,
Terry, John, we had Eva Rose earlier, our first three.
Thank you.
We'll have more rappellers coming up. I see Janice Nielsen, who will be rappelling later on. She's here. Hi, Janice. How you doing? So Janice just told me, as of right now, which she's implying that maybe more could come in, but as of right now, she has already raised $14,597. Whoa! Whoa! Is that a record? For her it is, okay. What time do you go, Janice? 9:30 we'll be seeing Janice coming down. She is a regular here and always has a wonderful time doing it and raises lots of money. Oh, okay. Janice, the reason she can raise so much money, she goes international with her. I mean, I think you have people in Germany sometimes that they're donating money. I mean, from all over, from the mainland, from Germany. So we will have a lot of thank yous to do when Janice is coming down. Your old high school boyfriend donates. Wants to throw you off the. Yeah, there you go. Janice Nielsen. Oh, it's so good to see you again. Yeah, we missed last year, unfortunately, so we didn't get to see all our friends last year, but we're back and another fun year doing Over the Edge. Oh, she's going to razz me, and I know what this is about. I think I know. What is it? Okay, it's something I said on the radio the other day. Hitting the ropes. In fact, on rope A on the far left, he's already about to hit the dangle zone. That is Nate Sanders, another first-time rappeller who is an Army soldier. Thank you, sir. Oh, and we got a ooh-ah from Ryan Sakagawa over here. On the middle rope, also hitting the dangle zone at this point, this is Ricardo Rivello, or Rick. You can call him Rick. He works for Global Village. And just making his way to the ledge, he'll be making his way down on the far right rope in just a little bit. That is John Fradarelli from the Fertility Institute of Hawaii. I knew that last name. You see the TV commercials. All right, let's talk about Nate, who is on rope A on the far left, our Army guy. We asked everybody gets a little worksheet where we ask questions to find out about them. One of the questions is, what did you learn about yourself during the pandemic? Nate says, nothing. I went to work like normal. But he has volunteered for Special Olympics before. first time rappelling, though. Thank you to Nate. We appreciate that. Now, Ricardo or Rick on our middle rope. I like the pun here. I like the pun here, Rick. When we asked, why did you decide to go over the edge? He said, I got roped into it. Roped. Do I have a rim shot around here? Ba-dum-bumps. But he said he also loves to face his fears. And so obviously this is a fear for him. A lot of people that do this do have a very healthy fear of heights. But that's the whole point. You know, people ask, why do you do over the edge for Special Olympics Hawaii? The point here is this. Special Olympics Hawaii athletes, just in their daily lives, have to face a lot of challenges. So we wanted people to have a challenge to face in order to raise money for our athletes. And that's what Ricardo is doing here today. He wanted to say, love you, Issa. And love you to Dawn, Ethan, and Lana. Take care of my truck, please. I think you're going to make it down. You'll be all right. Now, John Fradarelli on the far right, making his way down. He said Special Olympics Hawaii is very dear to their family, as they have an athlete who has participated for over 10 years. That's great to hear. Brandon is his son with special needs. He's an athlete. And John actually coaches for Special Olympics Hawaii and is on the board of directors. But this is his first time rappelling, so thank you for doing that, John. But yeah, for a first-time rappeller, look at how fast he's going, because he got a way later start than the other two. Again, it's not a race, but John's winning. Oh, no. John's not winning now. Ricardo's taking, oh, wait, John's winning. This is, okay, maybe it is a race. Maybe it is a race today. And remember, we're here doing this for Special Olympics Hawaii, the 12th annual Over the Edge event. By the way, Special Olympics Hawaii has been around since 1968. I'll do the math for you. That's 53 years. And they offer a lot more than just sports opportunities. Their work in health education and athlete and youth leadership is helping to end discrimination and empower people with intellectual disabilities. As we have Rick coming down on rope B in the middle. There's John on the far right. And we have Nate on the far left. All of them getting close. You notice as soon as I said maybe it's a race, that's when Rick took off. He said, okay, it's a race. Let's go. He's got about one more floor left. Here comes John on the far right. A few floors left. Nate catching up with everybody. Oh, Nate's got the GoPro on. I can see he's got the GoPro. So if you follow Nate on social media, you'll probably see some good footage in the next few days. All right, so Rick is down. John hitting the drop zone right now. Nate's. Couple more floors to go. Another 3 rappellers. And another at least $3,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii. Cha-ching! There's Rick stepping up. Hey, Rick, how you doing? That is Rick Rivello, who was our first one to make it down in this group. So, Rick, it says you're a first-time rappeller. What do you think of the experience?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Hello.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Do you have a fear of heights?
Oh, I can barely.
Do you have a fear of heights?
I don't have a fear of heights.
Oh.
No, that was great. I want.
Uh-oh. Well, thank you so much, Rick.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, good stuff. And a fast time from Rick as he made his way down. Rick Rivello. John Fradarelli there in the teal shirt. Hey, John.
Hello.
We're having some problems with the mic, but how did you do there? That was the first time for you. Did you enjoy it?
I was.
Awesome. Well, thank you for doing that. Again,
I certainly had some second thoughts as I was, but it was great once I got over the top.
Yeah, that's the point to have second thoughts, though, not when you're halfway down.
Yeah. It was perfect.
Awesome. Thank you so much, John.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. And there's Nate. We had a ooh-ah from over here for you.
Oh, great.
Nate,
great.
our Army guy. And you got the GoPro on. Are you going to be posting that footage later on?
I will be. So
How do we follow you then? People want to see your footage.
great. I'll be posting it and tagging Special Olympics and the site for it. So
There you go. Perfect.
awesome.
Nate, good job, man.
Thanks. I see you're.
What's that?
I said you're lounging by the pool.
You know that.
What is up with that?
Well, because it hurts my neck to have to look up there. So I got to do like this. All right. Nate, John, and Rick, our second group of the morning, have made their... Yes, sir. Let's give a shout out to some more of our sponsors. How's about some of the companies that provide at least $100,000 of support, either monetarily or in kind throughout the year? First Hawaiian Bank. For over 2 decades, First Hawaiian Bank has been a sponsor of Special Olympics Hawaii. They're the title sponsor for the First Hawaiian Bank Troy Barboza Law Enforcement Torch Run. That helps to promote the run, and they do it in bank locations statewide. And their employees also make donations to support Special Olympics athletes through their Kokua Mai fundraising campaign. And speaking of the Law Enforcement Torch Run for Special Olympics, they're another one of our big sponsors. And it's more than just a run. It's an organization of law enforcement officers to raise resources and awareness throughout the year. Now, along with the annual Torch Run, which usually culminates with the final leg running into the opening ceremonies of the state summer games, officers participate in annual events, a couple of which that are coming up very soon, Tip a Cop and Cop on Top. And those will be in the next few weeks. You'll get an opportunity to do those as well. And a big shout out to PAR Hawaii, a major supporter of Special Olympics Hawaii. And they actually have a team of 5 employees going over the edge this year. PAR Hawaii employees also do a campaign called Fueling Dreams, which collects donations at their retail Nom Nom stores. Or since I do the commercials for them, I'll say it, Nom Nom! And they also have their 76 stores all over the state. And along with participating in other fundraising events, such as Cheer for Champions, the gala there at the State Summer Games, and the Polar Plunge. Yeah. 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 There it is. There we go. Test, test. Yeah. It's the same thing, though. Like, if the cord moves. Yeah, it's the mic. Yeah.
They gave us that one too, that's why.
Right. Testing, 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 testing. Testing, testing. All right. There we go. I don't see any repellers yet, but I see a banner, like a flag flying over the side there. Russ, are we streaming yet? We are? Okay. And by the way, if you're just joining us, aloha, and welcome to the Hyatt Regency Waikiki Beach Resort and Spa. We're here for the 12th annual Over the Edge fundraiser for Special Olympics Hawaii. It is a beautiful 77-degree morning here in Waikiki in November. So if you're watching from somewhere afar, yep, it really is like this out here. Gorgeous day. And we have 96 individuals that will rappel the side of the Hyatt Regency Waikiki Beach Resort and Spa. How tall is it? 40 stories. That's 400 feet. And all to support a great cause, Special Olympics Hawaii. Every one of the 96 has raised at least a minimum of $1,000 to support our local Special Olympics athletes. But many of them, as you may have heard if you were here earlier, we were talking with Janice Nielsen, who will be rappelling at about 9:30. Janice has already raised over $14,000. Because that's what Janice does. So we'll get the totals a little bit later today as to how much in total we've raised, but I can guarantee you this, it will be over $96,000. And why do we do it? Well, to support Special Olympics Hawaii and the over 3,400 local children and adults with intellectual disabilities throughout our state. Remember that all money raised here stays right here in the state of Hawaii for all the wonderful programs that Special Olympics provides year-round, free of charge. That's right, athletes and their families don't pay for this stuff. It's covered by your donations. And of course, got to give some big shout outs. How's about to our event partners? Armstrong Produce, always helping out. Brand Safeway, they help with the scaffolding. That's important. Got to have lots of scaffolding, especially up on the roof. You can see just the part that we're seeing from here down at the bottom. There's a lot more scaffolding up there. Big shout out to channel 808.tv. That's Russ Sumida and the Ohana Topher over there. They help out in all kinds of events for Special Olympics, but this is always one of our favorites because they help with the live stream so everybody around the world can watch it, including Janice Nielsen's friends in Germany. Guten Tag. Yeah, channel 808.tv, Russ Sumida, them, always donate their time. They helped out, too, during the pandemic, the Cheer for Champion fundraiser. We couldn't do it live in person like we usually do at the State Summer Games, so we did virtual. We had to do it twice where we did it virtual, and Russ and the crew helped set all of that up and do the live stream so we could do the fundraiser. And I hope you watched it because I had to dress up, which is something I don't usually do. as you can see by my attire today. But thank you to Russ and Channel 808.tv, Topher, everybody over there. We appreciate you guys and all you do. So waiting for our next repeller. So what happens with each group as they check in, then they'll get taken up to another room. They'll go through a training period, usually about 10, 15 minutes, to kind of go over all the basics like, hey, do this, don't do that. This is better than that. You know, some important safety tips as you're going down the side of a 4-story building. So more than likely what's happening right now is we're just waiting for our next group to finish their training. Then they'll be brought out to the roof and go over the edge. We've already had 2 groups go down today. And again, 96 in total. 96. And if you're sitting here watching this and going, you know what? That looks like fun. Well, we'll do it again next year. So make sure that you check out the website. That is sohawaii.org. And you can kind of keep apprised as to when it'll happen next year. They usually get a date fairly soon after this one happens. And by the way, a big shout out as well to our ropes volunteers down here. We always get Army National Guard and the Honolulu Fire Department to help out with the ropes. I'm not sure who's there right now, but thank you to our ropes volunteers. Very important for them to be there. And I'm sure every now and then they get a hug from a rappeller who's just happy to touch the ground. Thank you. By the way, we're down here on the pool deck, and we have an area for spectators, you know, friends and family of the rappellers, where they can sit and kind of watch as their rappeller goes down. No better place to be. As Nate said earlier, after he finished rappelling, he's like, hey, you're just lounging there. Well, yeah, this is a tough job. I got to sit here and look up. I'm going to need a couple Advil pretty soon. My neck's already starting to hurt. It's a tough job. By the way, if you're wondering what the Special Olympics does as far as sports goes, training and competition in all kinds of sports, basketball, bocce, bowling, powerlifting, soccer, softball, swimming, track and field, and flag football. And now virtual fitness, right? and also they have a demonstration sport, golf. It's not a competition, but they do it for demonstration. And we mentioned the virtual fitness. That came out of the pandemic. It was one of the pivots that Special Olympics had to do to keep their athletes healthy and connected. So throughout the pandemic, live workouts, fitness challenges, and my favorite, every Friday afternoon, a dance party via Zoom for Special Olympics athletes. We'd all jump in on the Zoom call. We'd have a DJ spinning tunes, and everybody would dance for about a half an hour or more, depending on how long the DJ wanted to go. And actually, last weekend, athletes across the state competed in the Holiday Fitness Classic. That was the 4th virtual fitness competition that Special Olympics Hawaii created to give their athletes an opportunity to continue to train and compete while we waited for in-person sports to return, hopefully soon. And it's cool. They all jump in on a Zoom call, and then they break out into their own little groups to do certain events, whether it's squatting or whatever the event that they're going to do. And then they each have an individual spotter who's in on a Zoom call assigned to watch them and keep track of, planks or squats or whatever. It's awesome. Lunges. Now, in a normal year, Special Olympics Hawaii will provide over 50 area competitions and 3 state games for athletes and their unified partners. And what's important about that is the athletes develop physical fitness, they demonstrate courage, they experience joy, they participate in the sharing of gifts, skills, and friendship with their families, other Special Olympics athletes, and the community. We love having, in fact, I already saw one of our athletes here today, Peter, who is one of our favorite dancers on the Friday dance parties. Peter's here today talking to the rappellers before they go up, giving them some encouragement. I see somebody waving from way up top there. Who are they waving to? Hey, how's it? Is there anybody in our spectator section that has somebody up there? Because somebody's waving. But I don't think they can hear us. Hello there. So we do actually, I see a rappeller on the far right. Yeah, that'd be really hard. So I see somebody on the far right rope. That is rope C. That is going to be Janice Apuya. And Janice has a cheering section. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it Janice? Janice, there we go. Sometimes it helps to read the phonetic spelling first. All right, so Janice Apuya on rope C on the far right, a first-time rappeller, but she's part of a team. She's with the Dipped by D team. Oh, Dipped by D is here. Dipped by D, fine, chocolate dipped. Is it mainly strawberries? Oh, apples too. They'll dip anything. You name it, they dip it. All right, so we got all 3 up there now. I'm guessing they're all from the same team. Yep. We got Ted Jung up there. He's with Team Dip by D. And we got Kayla Oka up there as well. So all 3 with Team Dipped by D. So Ted is on your far left on rope A. Kayla, rope B in the middle. And that is Janice, rope C on the far right. And I'll do this for Janice. We're going to have to charge her like $500 for the advertisement. But she said she wanted the announcer, which is me, to say, don't forget to stop at Dip by D on Sand Island. We're open Wednesday to Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's Dip by D. There's your commercial, $500. All right. So right now they're going through all the, they're going to take the pictures. So everybody, before they go down, they usually have some kind of pose up there at the top where they're already kind of feet on the edge but over. A lot of times you'll see them put the arms out like no hands, mom, do that kind of thing. It is the most spectacular picture in the world because you'll see Waikiki Beach and Diamond Head behind them. And that's the one that gets posted to social media the most. And like I mentioned before, some of them will have GoPros on their helmets so they can shoot their own footage as they go down, kind of get the bird's eye view. And we have cameramen up at the top. We've got another camera person here right on the scaffolding here, taking pictures as they're making their way down into the drop zone. I've just been told I have the toughest job in the world. You are absolutely right. This is so difficult. All right, so Ted on the far left already making his way down the side. Kayla in the middle, Janice on the far right are still up there at the top. They're going to start making their way down. We need the Fred Flintstone tippy toe sound effect right now for Ted. Ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding. So Ted has done this before. But Janice and Kayla, this is their first time. Let's see if Ted's going to be nice and stay with them to give them advice. No, I'm already told no. I'm told no from the crowd. Ted's just going to do his own thing. There he goes. And they're all now in the official dangle zone where there's no comfort of a ledge to put your feet up against. Again, 40 stories, 400 feet as they make their way down. Obviously, incredible views, especially today. The weather totally cooperated with us. Thank you, Guy Hoggy. We appreciate it. Now you see the people out on their lanai saying hi to Ted. He's probably telling them, don't forget to stop at Dip by D on Sand Island. Oh, yeah, that's right. That could be a photographer. So Special Olympics Hawaii usually has one of those rooms up there near the top, too, where they have a photographer come out and take some more pictures. So several areas for them to get pictures. And then, like I said, some of them will actually do their own GoPro on the helmet so they can get their own footage. Make a video with some cool music in the background. I would suggest Tom Petty's Free Falling. That might be a good song. No, not Free Falling. Look at Ted. You were right. Ted is not waiting around for Kayla or Janice. Now, the signal he just gave there, you saw him put his arms out to the side. That's the signal to indicate I'm locked up. You see that there's 2 ropes for each participant. One is a safety rope. It will lock you up if you go too fast. That's to prevent the Tom Petty free falling. So they have to make that signal to let the rope guys up top know I'm stuck, and they've got to give a little slack to that safety rope to get them going again. So, Ted, that's what you get for going too fast. You don't get a speeding ticket here. You get locked up. But again, just a gorgeous day here in Waikiki. If you're watching on the live stream, we appreciate you. By the way, Ted says he's acrophobic. What is acrophobic? What is acro? I know arachno. That's spiders. Is acro fear of heights? Okay, that makes sense. And what is it? Agoraphobia. I think that's the one you can't leave the house. But he is acrophobic, so fear of heights. But he still does this for the athletes because that's what this is all about. I mentioned it earlier. The reason why we do an event like this to raise money for Special Olympics Hawaii is because the athletes, Special Olympics athletes on a daily basis will face challenges in their lives. They have to overcome every day. So we wanted to give our fundraisers a chance to overcome something in order to raise money for our athletes. And Ted has found his groove. He's not going too fast now. He's not locking up. Kayla and Janice, they're just doing the Sunday stroll thing. Oh, there goes Kayla. There, see, she locked up. And we did get confirmation, thanks to Ryan Sakagawa, acrophobia, fear of heights. What is fear of lightning? Because I have that, and I know it starts with an A2, I think. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I can't reach. And Ted already making his way down to the bottom. Holy cow, Ted. Meanwhile, Kayla and Janice are only about halfway down. So Ted literally went twice as fast as they did. Ted getting applause from the crew there on the scaffold. So that's, as they hit the drop zone, they come off the rope, they go up the scaffolding into the waiting room over there. Hopefully there's a mini bar. Somebody with acrophobia might need it. Astrophobia is fear of lightning. That's the one. Yes. All right, here comes Ted. Ted? Oh.
How are you?
There we are. How are you?
Good. Looks like you're relaxed.
You know, I'm doing all right.
I got stuck up there this year.
I saw that.
I know.
We scolded you for going too fast.
They got to make it faster.
Now, I want to know, because it says you have a fear of heights. Is that why you go down so fast? It's like, I just want to get this done?
Absolutely, and I never look down. Easy to look up, though.
Now, there's a point up there where you stop. There's a photographer up there, right?
Yeah. And then I put my hands out, and they're like, are you in trouble? Because that's the signal for being stuck.
Yeah, that's the signal. You're like, no, I'm just doing a cool pose.
I'm not in the company for my brains, that's for sure.
How many times have you done this now?
This particular event's my third time, but I've rappelled quite a few times before this.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And, of course, I know we'll give you one more chance to give a shout-out to Dip by D.
Yeah, Dip by D sponsored our, all of our customers and our donators like Katie over there and everyone. Thank you for donating Special Olympics. We appreciate it.
Awesome, Ted. Good job. Go hit the mini bar.
These two girls right here don't weigh enough to come down.
Is that the problem?
Yeah.
Now, I've heard that. My wife Tracy did it a few years back. And, she's all of 100 pounds soaking wet. Right? So she said that, if you don't weigh enough, that it becomes an issue.
Just float up there.
Yeah. But here they are. They're doing it, and they're doing it together. That's what I like. It's a camaraderie. It's a teamwork thing. Hopefully they're enjoying the moment.
I hope so.
Taking a look around. I'm feeling a little bit of sprinkles here. That's just a blessing, Nothing major. So again, that's Kayla in the middle. That's Janice on the right. And Ted, I'll go ahead and I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
We'll do one more commercial for Dip by D in my radio voice.
How would you?
Don't forget to stop at Dip by D on Sand Island. We're open Wednesday to Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's Dip by D. Hey, next year I'm going to have Michael W. Perry record it for you. There we go. Kayla and Janice making their way down. It's not a race, but Janice is winning.
Janice, hurry.
Ted's yelling at them to hurry.
Yeah, Janice.
Here we go. First time rappellers.
Look at Kayla.
And Kayla has a smile on her face. Kayla's actually enjoying it.
How was it?
It was fun.
Fun, yeah?
Can we go back?
That's what I asked, but they said no.
All right, let's do this. Ted, I'm going to have you interview them at the microphone, Ted. I think Ted can pull this off. He's an expert. So Janice getting unhooked from her rope, Kayla getting unhooked from her rope. They just made it 40 stories down the side of a large building. See, and look, people making fun of me for lounging to look up. That's what he's doing too, because you have to. Otherwise, your neck gets sore. All right, hey, Ted, you go ahead and interview Kayla and Janice. I think you can do this. Step up to the mic, and you ask them the questions.
Answering questions. What?
So,
Uh-oh, we lost the mic. Oh, there we go. We're good.
go ahead.
It was super duper fun, and we can't wait to do it next year.
You are going to do it next year. We got you locked in. That's a verbal commitment.
View was breathtaking.
How many times did you actually turn and look? Ted says he doesn't look down at all, but how many times, Kayla and Janice, did you guys actually turn around and look at the view?
I think almost every single time that we went to the next floor.
Yes, it was a leisurely pace that you had there. But we're glad you guys did it. First-time rappellers, congratulations, and thank you for raising money for Special Olympics Hawaii.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you heard her. She's going to do it next year. That is a very real and legally binding commitment. We have her locked in. That was Janice, Kayla, and Ted. Mahalos to them, our third rappellers of the day. And I already see our next rappellers up on the side of the building. Let's see who we got. Up on rope A, that's the far left. That is, it's Malia. Is it Nishimura? Okay. Hey, sometimes I cannot read the handwriting. No blame me. Okay. Hey, she's with Team Dip by D. We're going to have to do another commercial. And coming up, he's not there yet, but coming up on rope C, that's on the far right, that's going to be Lincoln Jacoby. He's with Team Drop 808. So we got competing teams. Let's see. Malia already making her way to the dangle zone, so let's tell you about her. She is with restaurant, is it Sania? Sania. It's pastries. I like pastries. Her final thought before rappelling down the 40-story building, if I fall, I don't need to go to work. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll make sure that you have to go to work. I'm going to make sure of that. Malia, also a first-time rappeller. We love seeing so many first-time rappellers this morning. And she wanted to say, and she put in parentheses, by the way, say it like a local uncle. So here we go. Oh, brother Jake, you the best. And just for extra measure, I'll throw in, hey, Raja. All right. So Malia now in the dangle zone. Getting a little, I saw her look down. Unlike Ted, she actually turned and looked down to get a look at that view. Oh, now she's waving. Now she's got, so it's the way the device works on the ropes is there's a little thing that that's clipped into the rope, and you've got to squeeze it. That kind of lets it go so you can start going down. If you squeeze it too much, you'll go fast. If you don't squeeze it enough, you'll just kind of sit there. But right now, it looks like she's stopping at the photographer area up there on about the 36th floor, somewhere in that range, taking some pictures, giving her best model pose. Maybe it's a blue steel or a magnum. I'm not sure which pose she's going with today. She says one of the things that she learned about herself during the pandemic is that she really enjoys sitting in silence. And right now, being that she's up there on the ropes alone, I think this is going to be a moment she's really going to appreciate. So since I have time, I'll ask some more information from the Dipped by D people. So I've heard strawberries and apples. What else do you guys dip? Ted? Do you guys have a website? There is an online store, so Google them. Dip by D. Oh, Instagram. There you go. That's probably one of those Instagram pages, though, that you get super hungry about 3 scrolls through it. All right, so we have Malia on rope A. That's the far left, and he is making his way down, and very quickly. Lincoln Jacoby on rope C on the far right from Team Drop 808. He works with 6 Pillars Marketing. He loves supporting Special Olympics causes, so why not do this? And he has done it before, by the way. Team Drop 808 is one of the ones that every year will have quite a bit of people and a lot of people that love to return and do this. And the one thing he wanted the announcer to say, which is me, aloha, let's get back to business, Hawaii. And if you are watching this from somewhere in the mainland, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Holy cow, he's motoring. And he's figured out the perfect balance of not going too fast where the rope is going to lock up, but still able to get some speed. Malia is still up there, about the 30th floor, maybe high 20s, somewhere in that range. I tried counting, but I lost track. That's hard. Wait, 1, 2, 3, never mind. So Lincoln making his way down. He's got the technique. Kind of hang that yellow rope out to the side. Hang it out there with the hand. And squeeze not too hard, not too soft, but just right. There he goes. Holy cow. Not even taking any time to enjoy it. Just zip. And it might be a record speed here. I don't know. We don't have an official timekeeper because, again, this is not a race, although he's winning. Malia getting near the halfway point. Oh, I think Lincoln got stopped there, going too fast. So just got to give the slack to that safety rope there. Get it loose, and then he can finish the last few floors here and make his way down. Whoa, wait, what happened? I turned away, and then Malia's like almost to the ground. What happened? She figured it out. Forget Stella. Malia got her groove. Here we go. So you can hear the ropes volunteers right now at the bottom explaining to Lincoln how to unlock the safety rope. Meanwhile, Malia's cruising down on the